one thing I representing a man for Uptown TV. You understand?
It's there. And it's warm. Or should I say hot? Hot, yeah man. Very hot. And we are telling people them again, make sure say you have water about the place can drink. Yes, we're not talking about soda. We're not talking about soda, we are talking about H2O. Water. Make sure you have that, because trust me, you might feel say you're alright, and when you left work and go home this evening, you feel bad. It have a way for just creep up on you. You know, plus you have all of the stress in the society where create problems and havoc in the minds of the people them. So just I tell you on a one, you say, yes, really, take a stock of what you're doing in them eat here. Yes, eat no all them bleachers. This is not the time for walk up and down. Can I hear? This is not the time for walk up and down. Because that the skin there, when the ultraviolet rays hit it, sorry for tell you, but take care of yourself. Long time the music attack to the people them, and them turn them back, and this is the consequence. This is the consequence of not listening. Sometimes the music is more powerful than even the person who have played the music. Yes, so we are use it as a vehicle to send a message continuously like this. That we need to answer. Ask a question and you not get no answer is a problem. We make a whole heap of difference. Undoubtedly, the music influence people. Undoubtedly. Trust me. Wonder how much of you out there understand the message in the music. For years it there. And we seem to ignore it. We are trying to make you hear it just a little bit. Because we don't have the whole day. But we know say it serve a purpose when you do it. Yes. Serve a purpose when you do it. And if nobody else no want to do it, we decide that we are going to do it. Because it is very important, especially now. Especially now, we are going.
A man is dead and a police constable hospitalized with chopped wounds following an incident in Heights Field End this morning. There is 51-year-old construction worker Herbert Hines of the community. Reports said at about 9 a.m. the constable was among a team of officers who responded to a report of a domestic dispute involving Hines. Upon seeing the police, Hines ran and the police gave chase. Further reports are that Hines then attacked and chopped the constable. In response, the constable opened gunfire, hitting Hines. Both Hines and the wounded officer were taken to hospital, where Hines was pronounced dead and the cop admitted in serious but stable condition. The government will soon announce changes to be effected to reduce pollution of the Rio Cobra in St. Catherine. Environment Minister Matthew Samuda noted that meetings have been held with 4 of the largest entities in the area. Samuda said timelines and intended approaches will be announced at a later date. While acknowledging that the proposed changes are very extensive, Senator Samuda assured that there is commitment to get it done, both from the private sector and the government. The minister was speaking during the symposium on ecosystems restoration held yesterday as part of activities to observe World Environment Day. In news overseas, a 59-year-old Mexican man who had a type of bird flu never before recorded in humans has died. Authorities say there is no risk to the wider public and none of the man's close contacts have caught the virus. It is unclear how he got it, although there have been cases in some poultry farms in Mexico. Such infections can sometimes be passed on to humans. The man also had other underlying health issues that likely made him vulnerable. He was bedridden for weeks before getting sick with fever and shortness of breath. The authorities say there is no evidence that the virus could start spreading among people and cause an outbreak. And finally, a World War II U.S. Army veteran traveling to France for an event marking the 80th anniversary of D-Day landings has died. The man was airlifted to a hospital in Germany last week after suffering a medical emergency aboard a ship heading to Europe. He died a day after being admitted at age 102 years. The veteran, who was involved in the Allied operation in Japan, has been remembered as a great and humble man. Those were the local and international headlines. Major news is next at 5:45. From the RFM newsroom, I'm Patrice Walters.
JPS gone left me. JPS gone left me to write it. Believe you me. So here we are, I don't know. We have a little thing here. It's very interesting about COVID. Can you believe that? They must say COVID cause a kind of cancer where only 70-year-old and 80-year-old used to have. Now they must find it in a 40-year-old and under young people. As me talking about young people. Yeah, they must say the cancer that it does typically affect seniors in the 70 and 80-year-old range. But now it has strike people in the 40s, bile duct and, what them call it? Rare blood cancer. Them call it a rare blood cancer. That's what them say. Now, it's really weird. This is the second thing now we hear about COVID come up in the news. One, the AstraZeneca, take it off of the market because them also, well, before them take it off of the market, people that claim say it cause a lot of blood clot, and them admit it, say blood clot developing a whole heap of people. Now them I say, them nothing say, not AstraZeneca, but people who in the know I say, if it never affect no one from them time there, after 2-3 years, not more, if affected persons, no, they have no effect. So I get confused through this breeze blowing here. Anyway, when we think it was over, as it relates to COVID, we see it upon the news again. And it's young people now in the problem. Young people in the problem. They might exclude 70s and 80s people, 70-year-old or 80-year-old people, and them gone up 40 and below. So how them are going to rectify that now? Because it's cancer. Cancer, according to them, they have no cure. Are we going to see a lot of youths dropping dead because of cancer in them, where them can effectively get treatment for because of that lingering COVID thing, where them literally force people to go take, and when you don't take it, you get demonized. And you get criticized that you're causing problems in the society. Now we know of a lot of cases of blood clot that rise up through the AstraZeneca. I never hear no more about the other one. I just talk about the one where I hear mostly about. So the AstraZeneca is the one where people complain about and where doctors realize it is the cause of a lot of blood clot. Now, we want to know which one of these vaccine is causing the cancer in these young people. Are we going to know which one? Because them just find it out. This is what? How much years? 3 years after COVID, 2 years after COVID. And them did I say, just the other day when they talk about the AstraZeneca, they say, if nothing happen from them time, they till now. Nothing happen again. Bam, we hear about blood clot. Which we like about the blood clot about a year or 2 ago. And now bam, we hear about cancer. What a terrible thing. What a terrible thing. Continuing the journey. Continuing the journey. Him. Owen last. It's a good thing for you, you know. Therapeutic. Not only for the child, but for you. Hug your child, man. Yeah, I'm going to be in Jamaica this month in Trelawny. Watch out for it so far. But we have to get through it, you know. We have to go through with it. Believe you me. Man, you know, a whole heap of things are going on, you know, over this. Rape for that. And it are going all the while, you know. All of the taxi them it go on to. Man just take a girl from a taxi and rape her and kill her. But I see the minister of transport him is Darrell Vaz come out and I make it an issue now. But it's not the ordinary taxi him attack. It's a ride sharing apps him attack about. And him say, is that, well, them find a girl where apparently take one and them find her body. So that sparked the controversy now about it. But I want to tell him, say, you talk about unauthorized vehicle. Most of the vehicle them, we take up people on the road unauthorized to carry passenger. And when I say carry passenger, I mean paid passengers. Because you can't make the carry passenger, but we are talking about public transport passengers take up in a private car. Some of them do have on a red plate. So I don't know how, because of this thing, I know it just come up like say everybody's supposed to get shocked. Who shocked? I ain't no shocked. Because enough time you hear about taxi man who take up woman and you don't hear about woman again. And a whole heap of man up on the road that drive and I take up people and I let them off and I take up people and now I let them off. And whenever I hear this alabalu come up, so Mr. King of Portland, we really try to find out what you're going to the illegal taxis on the road. We are cutting upon the legal man. Maybe this is a way for the government make money to, you know. I'll let me think upon you say, it could let them try to get some extra money for these, what them call it, Uber and these people who go for your yard and carry you go somewhere. They want to the private car, them turn taxi. Whole heap of them, most of them on the road. Most of the car them on the road, we are carry passenger, is not licensed to carry 8 passengers in a them vehicle. We want to take a break. Well, we're going to talk about whole heap of accidents with them on the road. Because it kind of get away. So we want to talk to the Executive Director of the National Road Safety Council, Paula Fletcher, so I hope them so get the thing get away on the road, you know. According to the statistics, where we get 175 people dead in road scratches as of June the 5th. Till June the 5th. January, February, March, April, May, June. Look like them a run just to the gunman, them. Come like them a run just to the gunman if you say how much people can dead from accident. Anybody see the accident we go on for Washington Boulevard? There have 4 people gone, you know. Remember the one in Fern Gully the other day? It's where I go on. It's where I go on, man. It's like a whole heap of people drive like a dream, them a dream. Them feel good that them get their license. Anyway, well, I tell you. Okay, so We want to talk to Ms. Paula Fletcher, Executive Director of National Road Safety Council. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Muta. How are you? Good afternoon to your listeners, too.
Yes, it kind of distressing if you talk about something about road traffic accident. You know what I mean? We shouldn't really talk about them things there. We have something else to talk about, but it's like a epidemic, in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you think is causing this excessive amount of accidents?
Yes, well, we don't even call it accident no more, Say crashes that cause injury and death, because 90% of the incidents that are really caused by choices we make. So that's why it's actually a public health issue. Just like HIV, choices that we make. And yes, we see the wanton disregard of the rules of the road. The taxis and the robots engaging daily in reckless behavior. We see that every day. They break the traffic light, they undertake, they overtake. Pedestrians too. We are concerned about them. That's how they use the road, and them have the
cell phone.
They can't even see or hear. Yes.
Nothing.
You see the pedal cyclists? You see them sometimes on the wrong side of the road, facing oncoming traffic. And then don't talk about the motorcycles.
All right, let me ask you something. Because I don't know if it's I alone have I, but I know which part traffic there in a early morning in Kingston, right? Which part I live, above Stone Hill there. You have one evening, I see people that drive terrible upon the road. Them come out of the line, go on the wrong side of the road. Especially the red plate, man. Some of them is not red plate, but them still a carry passenger. Me not say them main thoroughfare there. Police there to make sure it's not happen.
Right. So your first question was what is happening on the road? Well, we see the behaviors, but a policeman cannot be on every corner. And crime is still, in terms of murder, which is another problem that, the police have to deal with. And so, one of the things that we have been saying to the powers that be is that we need to move to electronic enforcement. So that this is a system where you have cameras on the road and they show the license plate of offending drivers, and the tickets are issued accordingly. I think that will be the game changer, because enforcement is really the answer to this problem. No, the police issue thousands of tickets. But we still have a situation where people don't pay their tickets, and then warrants have to be issued. And when they issue the warrant, it's not the address where the people live. It may even be an empty lot. Right? On one occasion, I heard it was a police station address. So we have to use technology. Anything in this world that moves at a pace to solve problems and to be the answer to some of the issues we have for public order. A lot of what is behind it is science and technology. And Jamaica needs to move along that path.
Is this something that the authorities is looking into, or is you suggesting it to them?
No. It is spoken to in the Road Traffic Act, but there are some issues with it, which
like
is
what?
That address verification. So you even if you get served electronically by information captured by cameras, and they send it out and you're not at that address, then they can't do anything if you don't come in and pay. Now, our position and what we have said, at the council is that if a ticket is issued electronically, it should be deemed served. So if you give the wrong address, then it's on you. Or if you move and you no longer live there, it is on you. So the Ministry of National Security is doing an excellent job of providing policemen with tablets in the field that they can query the database. If they stop you, they get your license number and they can query the database as to what is your status on the road. And so that's where we would catch them. But we will never, ever have a database of addresses that is accurate. Yeah. The most accurate one I understand in Jamaica is the electoral address database, and that we cannot access by law.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do?
So what you're saying is something active, or something that they're planning to do? As
I mentioned, it is spoken to in the Road Traffic Act, the new one, but it has not yet been activated because of the situation where they think they will find themselves not being able to, the address problem. So there is a reticence to have warrants pile up, and the ministry has done a good job of reducing and clearing the backlog of warrants. So they don't want to get back into that situation.
So is the cameras them available to do this work, or is another a couple of years before?
No, the investment hasn't been made because the decision first has to be made at the cabinet and parliamentary level.
Oh, it don't reach there yet. It don't reach there yet.
In terms of proceeding with what is it's in the law. Remember, I keep saying that but there it is being held back in terms of it's not operationalized because of these real issues that they see, and our solution to that. And I've spoken to my counterpart in Trinidad, and they have not embarked on that yet. But they said they have the same problem with not being able to verify addresses. But they're going to proceed on the premise that this is the address you gave. We deem it served. We are going to make a good effort to catch you in the field when we use our tablet.
So meanwhile, we just have to just face the consequence of these people on the road.
Yes. Well, there are some other levers that we can pull. We need to activate the point system as well, which is also in the law. It was in the old law, but they had to suspend that because there were some legal issues there. But it is now in the current act that the point system should be activated, and that is another lever that we can pull, because if people lose a license, and it is known that actively, when you get the tickets and when the points pile up and you reach a certain amount, you lose your license, or your license is suspended. That, I think, would be a bit of a deterrent. Public education is another thing that we can do. We can try to have education campaigns, but we don't have the money to do that sort of thing in a sustained way. But our chairman is the Prime Minister, and he has issued a directive that funds must be found from fines paid for traffic tickets to allocate it to public education. So Minister Val yesterday spoke at the launch of the JGRA National Road Safety Month, and he says that is actively being engaged to be able to access funds from payment of ticket fines to be able to have a public education program. Sorry, go ahead.
Last year, we were given a paper here with the different things that delinquent drivers will have to pay for if they break the code. And but tell you the honest truth, Miss Fletcher, I don't see the driver them I drive no different. Even when, because apparently, and I go and say it, apparently the police them on the road is not doing enough. Because every time I part a police, I use cell phone.
Him using a cell phone, you mean driving his...
No, stand up on the corner them. When them on the corner.
That is true. I have seen that. I really have to verify.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to know where you're going.
I don't know how widespread it is, though, but
it's half a tree, Constant Spring. I don't reach downtown yet, but Aboriginal always call me and say, if you go downtown at the same thing, 3-4 of them stand up, and them I use them cell phone. If a man grab a woman bag, him not go see it. The man them who park up them in a them car, I use them cell phone to talk to them girl or whatsoever them I do. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to point this out to ACP Mackenzie. He is the PSTEB is a member organization of the National Road Safety Council, and he's very, very, he listens very keenly on matters that come to him. And I have seen it. So I'm going to point that out to him. Because if we make this public and talk about it, then the police will know that they're being seen.
Yes.
And that they're missing certain things in the traffic environment if they're engaged otherwise.
It's not hard to see them, just go to halfway tree.
Go to halfway tree.
Yeah. Right at the corner there, in front of the, what them call it, the bus terminus there.
Right, halfway tree, man, by the clock.
Well, them they by the clock too, but them you that stand up. Man, look here. It's a serious thing. The effect that most Jamaican people thought would happen when this long list of, if you do that, you get $20,000. If that happen, $10,000. I don't see no difference with it. I don't see no difference.
We had it initially, in a couple of months of when it was activated, we were seeing about a 20% decrease when you compared it with the previous year.
Yeah, but why when the government...
We have lost ground with that because we only have, to date, is 176 fatalities compared with 184 for the previous year. So what is that? Just eight fatalities down. Yeah,
after all of this Alabaloo last year.
We're very concerned.
After all the Alabaloo for last year, look where it come like the same thing again, as I am saying.
Yeah, 425 deaths for last year. And actually, we are executing a program under the UN promulgated the World Decade of Action. Matter of fact, it's the second decade that we are a part of. And at the end of the decade, so it started in 2021, it ends in 2030. The aim is to reduce traffic fatalities by 50%. That would mean, using the base year as 2020, when we had 433 fatalities, that would mean it would be only 217 persons, which is still a lot. But it would be an improvement on the 425 of last year. So that is a concern we have as a council, which is why our chairman, the Prime Minister, had a meeting on May 16th, I think it was, where he spoke to some activities that he expects to be implemented. The operation of the breathalyzer program, improvement of road markings and signage, the fast tracking of those elements of the Road Traffic Act that have not yet been operationalized, including the electronic enforcement, and so on. So he has spoken to the matter, and we're hoping to see some action within the next couple of weeks as to, what the various cases of the ministries that are concerned with road safety, road safety, what they will take on. So we're on it, and we're alarmed, and we thank you for sharing that.
I don't finish.
Yeah,
I want to switch gear. Yeah, I want to switch gear a little to the pedestrians.
All right.
We have half a tree again, right in front of the mall. Them where there, you always have a stoplight and the white line, the pedestrian crossing. Is there a law that says if you cross the road when the red light, I mean, I talk about the car now, I talk about pedestrian.
Right.
When is there a law that says them can be prosecuted?
No jaywalking. No, we don't have that law in Jamaica.
That is not jaywalking. That is blocking the stoplight. That's not jaywalking.
Well, it would still be regarded as that because a pedestrian is not a vehicle. So
no, I know of a pedestrian not a vehicle, but I mean
you shouldn't. You're talking about the pedestrians, right? When they should stop.
Yeah, whenever I go across the road and I use them cell phone and I walk across the road and ignore the stoplight. The stoplight is for the walkers, right? And the driving, them come down Canton Spring Road. Them have to draw a sudden break because, especially the sisters, them I walk across the road and I use them cell phone same way. I mean, there's no consequence for that.
Yes, I don't know if it's gender specific the problem, but
it's gender specific. It's gender specific. It's gender. I know you don't want to say it, but I have said it. It's gender.
I see it and I see both men and women. So but
it's mostly women.
But let's not detract from the issue, though.
Yes,
I take your point. It is a real problem that people are not obeying the signs and the signals.
Yeah.
Jaywalking is what we call it. And
I know.
It is difficult to have a law like that in Jamaica because you have to be able to identify the person. A lot of pedestrians don't have a license or any document that you can say, write down so that this is an offense that X committed and under law they must pay. You have to be able to sign them and follow through with them.
Yeah, but but Ms. Fletcher, how these things work in other countries?
How it work they are fine, but what it would be problematic? Suppose a young girl, right, an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 15, 20, or whatever age, is held by the police for not obeying the sign. What are they going to do with her? Well, if they're underage,
you're not going to lock her up, You charge her.
Right, and they don't have money. They just have the bus fare. Maybe they just
so
walk
that is the excuse then.
There's socio-economic conditions that prevail.
Yeah, but they must.
Yet it happens in other countries.
I get the man behind you wrong.
The suggestion is that there are certain heavily trafficked intersections at peak hours, morning and evening. What we think should happen is that they should have a police presence or have some form of, this is something that we haven't discussed in a while, some sort of warden system where, people are directed as to when to stop and so. But it has to be, you have to have some sort of presence there to enforce it.
But the presence out there, the presence out of half a tree, The stoplight says stop. And everybody wait till the stoplight says stop. And a run cross. Yeah, and then
Yes, it's a big problem, and there are a lot of crashes that are not necessarily fatal or even serious that actually happen in that corridor right there.
Right there. Anyway, I just put out that. I just put that to you.
I'm going to mention it again. I'm going to take it up again with ACP to see what solution, because normally it's some type of presence to enforce the law. So I'm going to, I'm making a note here to take it up with him because I see it.
Maybe you need a barrier at for instance, the one beside the Odeon Avenue. Maybe you need a barrier that the people them stand up behind the barrier until, all right, some country when you go up on the bus, everybody have to form a line. And how them form the line is by putting you in a 2 barriers that everybody have to walk through that to go to the door. In Jamaica, everybody bungle up anyway. When you have the barrier, the 2 barrier them, everybody walk, just like when you're going to a theater, you go through that corridor, it's like a corridor, right? Well, it's the same thing we are talking about now. The barrier is preventing the person from stand up on the road and I look on anyway if you get cross and run cross.
Yes, yes. I agree with you. That's a very good idea. But can you imagine now those that would actually go on the street side? Because normally you're going to have a barrier on the sidewalk part, right? But a lot of pedestrians, especially in halfway tree, and some of the barriers, a lot of them are down now, sections of them. So it's a problem. But I think perhaps we need to look.
It can solve, man. It can solve.
Yeah. Well,
it can solve. Anyway.
Well, let's renew that discussion.
Okay, Mama. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Problems and more problems. Jamaica full of problems. And I never said no problem. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So we're just trying to find a way to sift through this madness we are going. We have been speaking to Paula Fletcher, Executive Director of the National Road Safety Council, and putting out some things out there. Maybe them can consider a whole heap of things we are telling them, but them feel say, look at everybody and it's a fight. And also, we are trying to help the situation, But when we are helping the situation, there's other things so that we have to leak out against. See it? So when we say, no, them should ease up half a pillion ride upon back a bike. Because we realize that the pillion man is the man who have the gun. And the bike now fit turn off for the pillion man just sit down the said way and fire shot in or somewhere and the man just turn round the gas thing and just gone. It happened in other country. Them only allow female and children. And they know them man no wear helmet. Them no wear helmet. It's like a ignorance, it's like a thing, you have to have your ear blowing at the wind or something like that. For really look like, you with it. You with it. And you dolly through the all bicycle man do it, See a bag of traffic and I dolly through them like say, him can't get squeezed. Some man pass me like, I say, wait, them youth are mad people. Car them on two sides of the road. The lane them. And him a go in between the narrow part them. The man the way deliver what them call it again? Where they call the food. Anyway, them deliver food from certain restaurants. Certain restaurant employ certain youth now. For carry the food. Pizza and all them something there. Some of them youth there, I go on like say them are iron, And the problem with it? If them scrape your car, them can't pay for it. If them scrape your car, you have to go pay for it because them have no money to pay for your car. Because the little money with them I make, I just serve them till the next week. And them don't realize that them are create havoc. You have to drive. You have to drive for the driver in front of you. You have to drive for the driver behind you. You have to drive for the driver them beside you. And you have to drive for the bike man them with a bob and weave around you. It's crazy. Crazy. Them I say, you have to stay a certain distance from car because most of the time when them say, if you lick a car from the back, are you wrong? Me no believe that, Me no believe that true me lick a car from the back. And me wrong all the while. When me realize, me observe him tail. Me can't see the license plate. Me can't see the wheel, the back wheel them when me a drive. Me can't see the back wheel them and the license plate. And you drive. And all of a sudden a man decides, it's like him remember saying I'm supposed to turn left. And him just suddenly turn left, and when him a turn left and the car come down the road, him draw brakes. And you have to draw brakes though. It's crazy. You have someone that how they make the road now, you have to drive, go wheel, for instance, if you're there, a Eastwood a Chartwood Road, if you go up Sharpton Road, if you go up a Grand Spin, and you go up Constant Spring Road, but you want to go like a Fields Hardware, you have to go up and make a U-turn to go around there now. No. Some man decides that instead of stay upon the lane where you can turn right, him go in the other lane where people are going straight. And when the stoplight say green, him go round you. When you are going to turn, him go round you. For beat you, for go round, for go down back Constant Spring Road. And then you are going to turn now, you lick him. You lick him. You see that happen? Because you don't expect a man to be on the wrong lane over that side there. By your left. Because the side on the left is the car who go straight up Constant Spring Road. The one them on the right and the far left is either you go turn around to the Queen's Road or so, or you go at Eastwood Park Road at Sharpton Road. One of them. Or you go turn, you make a U-turn. And then same thing, if you go down Constant Spring Road, when you reach a Dunrobin and you want to go back up the road, for go to any shop or up there so, you have to make a wide thing. You have to almost come out of the lane where you're there for turn right. And go and make a turn, go round. So by the time you go, so you know, a man of speed come up the road. A man of speed come up the road, you know. And you have to figure out how you do it. It's like you maneuver too much. You have to think too much, Rasta. You have to think for the man who him not realize that him do something wrong. And he make you do something wrong. It's simple, you know. So when the car up on the right, car up on the left, and you in the middle, and then you not expect nothing else more than the two cars that you see. And when you're looking at your rear view mirror there, you see a bike man run come down the road. You see a bike man run come down the road, you know, Rasta. I just say, but wait, it really will go between me and the car there. And, well, I don't know. I'm not telling how these things work. When the same people them go to America, it work. It work, Rasta. When the first time you go to San Diego, I'm going to go to one store. I'm see the store in front of me, on the other side of the road. I don't know about jaywalking, you know. I run go across the road and I see policeman, yo, stop me. Say, you know what you did? There's a pedestrian crossing, you're not supposed to walk there, man. I say, is over that store going? And them say, no, it don't make no difference. You see the pedestrian crossing, you have to go down there and walk in the pedestrian crossing. Simple. And him let me off still, you know. Him realize, say, me one of them man who come from Caribbean, I don't know nothing about no geowalking. Him let me off. You see? And I never do that again. Look how far the pedestrian crossing there down the road. I walk and go down there and come up back. Simple. I walk and go down there and come up back. How these things work? Taxi man. When you look at all the man them who drive on the road, them go foreign. All when at 2 o'clock a morning, 3 o'clock a morning, they must stop. And nobody is on the road but them. They must stop at the stoplight. England worse. Because England have the most camera on the road than any other country. In London alone, the amount of camera. My brother drive me and it's like him know where everyone had the camera them there. Because me I drive walk, you know, have some in London, you know, them have highway where you drive 20 miles per hour, you know. Imagine you think say you can get a Jamaican for dip on the North South Highway or the one where I go to Mandeville there and make him drive 20 miles per hour. You mad? On a highway in London, 20 miles per hour upon the big highway them. And you see, if you ever got 30, 40, You know, say a ticket to reach your yard. And you say, wait, how me get the ticket? You say, the camera, my bridge, you know where every camera there in a land. Me I tell you. So you see when them at speed, I see him slow down, you know, there's a camera in pick out. How them things they work, how it work a foreign. The things them where we take as slavery, like man are holding a bandage now and him why you stop when no traffic, no get there and all them something there. It's like a attitude we develop against law. Law sometimes help. And the law of the stoplight, it's a black man invent that. As if it make any difference, but it's a black man invent the stoplight. Red, gold, and green. And you're supposed to watch the colors. Watch the colors. You see, if some youth a come home late at night, man, and they no respect nothing. Me see a youth fly past me one night, pan Trafalgar Road there. Right before you reach the British consulate, they saw one bump. They in the road. The bump in the road, you know. It look like them not make this so the road good, you know. But it have like a up down, like cafe. Apparently the youth no know so that they there, you know. I dead, you know. The youth no know so that they there because I'm not used to drive them way there. Maybe. We don't know why I drive so in the middle of the morning. And them don't know so the bump there. Usually if you know so the bump there, you kind of ease down half of your gas and wait till you go over the bump and then you press gas again. He might press the gas straight from North South, from the stoplight, say go and North South, they saw. North South Boulevard and Trafalgar Road, they saw. From it say go, him press the gas and now take into consideration say a bump there they saw. A dead him dead. Dead him dead. So I saw it go. The accident them is as like the gunman them nowadays, believe you me. Accident is like the gunman. I want to play this tune now, you know. I can play this tune now. It's a serious thing. I have to play this tune. I have to play this tune now. Here we go. Here we go. Sit down at the back. Anyway, we're going to take a break and come forward.
But the actually crashes them when them have.
Yeah.
But me I go tell you this motor, when me say so many times I come down off a long motor and a taxi and driver then depend on their cell phone. Me say, remember me tell a motor, my whole body just feel nervous. Motor no laugh. And I know like a 1 or 2 time motor several times. Long hill, you know, they come off in the motor and they put them.
I stone you live. I stone you live.
Eh?
I stone you live.
No man, long hill when you're not in a month you go be in a tabo.
Oh, I think you say long lane. Okay.
No man, long hill. You must know long hill motor.
Yeah, man, I know that, yeah, man.
Motor, so my time I take them and take time, so my time I chat like a hell. You know, motor, remember me tell you.
Your heart now your mouth. Your heart now your mouth, man. I tell you.
Motor, my heart. Me say me just want to come up at the hill. No, sir.
Then I tell you to slow down, man. If I tell you to slow down, you don't have to feel no way, you know.
Master, motor then you
come
see,
out of
in the box, the man, if when somebody go talk, you come like, no, you know Jamaican steer.
Well, tell them to let you out, but you could have go to work, and you could have late if you come out.
Master, you better go already into the motor, you better go already late. And when you go, just tell them what is what, why you're late. Remember something? Yeah. It's terrible, man.
Terrible. Yeah, man. Give time to share that.
The motor, you see this song when you play with your little Romeo and your little girl, you know that? The motor? Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, man, this is a full joy program still.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
All right.
All right. So, I want to make it with you. Who know that tune there? All right, listen to that version, you know. Bobby Houston. I-F-E means love. Yoruba. Adia. Hadia, H-A-D-I-Y-A, Hadia means gift from God. Hasina, H-A-S-I-N-A, Hasina means good. Basha, B-A-S-H-A, Basha means act of God. So that's A-F-E means love. Hadia, H-A-D-I-Y-A means gift from God. Hasina, H-A-S-I-N-A, Hasina means good. And Basha, B-A-S-H-A, Basha means act of God. Male names, Zubiri, Z-U-B-E-R-I, Zubiri means strong. Umoja, U-M-O-J-A, Umoja means unity. Shomari, S-H-O-M-A-R-I, Shomari means forceful personality. And Suyubi, S-U-U-B-I, Suyubi, he brings hope. That's from Uganda. Subi is the first name we get from Uganda, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go through it. Zubiri, Z-U-B-E-R-I means strong. Umoja, U-M-O-J-A means unity. Shomari, S-H-O-M-A-R-I means forceful personality. And Suyubi, S-U-U-B-I means he brings hope.
Mutabaurka.
Blessed man.
Long time I was, but I was a couple nights straight for. But pick up yourself.
Yeah, man, every time. Yeah, a long time I don't hear you though.
Yeah, man. But they are still, like I said, the call and I will, but more time I don't get through.
Man, the call and I hear you up to you. I don't know if you did hear him.
I want to tell you, sir. Yes, sir. We might take on this phone call, yeah, and we don't get to done it because the world might end before it done.
This phone call, yeah?
Yeah, kind of see the world is upon nuclear war. They put it on the edge of nuclear war.
I could see where I got them there, no?
So them give Ukraine, they go ahead to use them.
Yeah, me hear about it.
Yeah, but I just suck. I know them can't stop the time,
Yeah.
I'm just not sorry them I say. But yeah, man, me hear a virgin I talked to you last night, and he must say, we teach people about themselves. They understand what I must say, but you have to mix it up still, you know what I mean? I think the time I did push on one time at school, them can get the youth them to get engaged with themselves more, you know? Because the greatest thing is to know yourself. But parents have to take on that at any yard too, you know?
Yeah.
I want to tell you, the people, a good thing what them can do is try set up a little family tree, you know what I mean? Spend some time, some of your spare time, and try to check out to know who was your great grandmother if you can find out, you know?
Yeah.
Them thing
very important. Important.
Yeah, man. As I tell you, say I did a couple of years ago, I do it, and because I go about 5 grandfather backwards, and I tell you, say it's a joy when I see the thing, but...
Oh, yeah?
You know? Yeah, man.
And my daughter used to do all them something there, you know. My daughter good on that.
Yeah. The thing where you can go down at the register general downtown there.
Yeah.
And you pay them money for your hour or so, you know?
Yeah.
And you do it a couple of, that them say them give some search, you know? Yeah, man, it's important for you know yourself, you know? And may I tell you, them say, youth, when you stop down join a gang, because guess what, every gang I got split up, and you have a whole heap of gun, and when, and no matter what, when they kill the Dan, the rest of youth, them around here, they start free, and them are going to want to kill you. So just don't join the gang, and big man, and don't give the youth no gun, because the youth, when you give the gun, it will turn back on you. You understand? Because the youth, them must see different, and them must think different, so might as well you don't try to start them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that make you tell the youth them, you know? When
you know, you're the tune a while ago. Yeah. She have a gunman.
Yeah.
She a threat.
When me I grew up in a motor, in a my little area with me there, you know. We are criminal from school at the time. The criminal them used to check our book, you know. But
yeah?
I look back, but then the criminal them could read and write. But you know what? The criminal them used to look for ticky in our book. And the criminal them never used to, you know, man. Me never see them, you know, you no gun or no. We go when the man them go on all robbery and them thing there, we run through oak now, we see all them loot and the bush and them thing there. But they never used to encourage me to do them thing there. We can't send none of them big man there in the 80s there, so where we are group right around there, so you used to encourage me for doing them thing there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But them youth, them money every time them see the youth, them just try to influence the youth them the wrong way. You know what I mean? And we have to know, so guess what? We have that thing. When as a musician, when you sing help a man, when a man comes to you and say, yo, you know, say your song help me out of a difficult situation, you take the praises, so you have to know, say some of the songs them we are sing, it does bring the youth them to a lower vibration, so you know, say have a responsibility. You understand? So you can't.
I will take it, Mr. Man, me take it serious, you know, especially my program, so, you know. Me take the music them serious.
Yeah, man, you're a general, man, Muta. Me talk about you all the while, you're one of the real general.
So how your daughter on the book, man?
Yeah, my little son, man. You know,
your
just
son.
read a page and thing, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I just read a page to him and that. But my little baby, I just hear him make a woolly for night, but him, you know? I just them with him and try and grow him up, you know? I just them thing there, I just a positive to my generation and try and make my generation be a better generation and try to influence who can influence, you know?
Of course.
And I just let it go. Yeah, man, big up the whole East Kingston, you know? Rock,
all right.
Fireball, Star, Larkis, Bristol, big up on yourself, you know? Unity we say. All right,
give thanks.
Yeah, man, good.
Yeah. So, I want you to listen up, you know. All right, sir.
Boy, I'm not a big driver, them man, for those sitting time on the road, man. Do.
Yeah.
Terrible thing going out the motor.
Accident happened today?
No, accident don't really happen in a motor, but you know, man, I just the road business.
Yeah. Terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah, man, I'm a little way not to tell you this till I hope you take it in consideration, you know?
So she okay to our boss?
Yeah, make you see what going on.
Yeah, all right, sir.
All right, you are going to make somebody else come through, so big up yourself.
Yeah, all right.
Africa go up half-way road, but boy, I come like a bear.
Confusion
with general, may I tell you. Them need to make some overhead bridge, you know. Some overhead bridge and anything that. You see the thing now, Chinese?
I know where you talk still, but nobody mention the Chinese, you know. Because when them Chinese here bill come like some magic business.
No, but when them a billion out, should build like 30, 40 years ago, you know.
Well, that may I say, them China man, yeah.
US and England should do that, you know. Because Jamaica, US backyard, and has gone to where the Prime Minister said.
Yeah.
So, and the way them a fight for Haiti and a fight for the whole all of them little small islands. Look what them do to Cuba. See, Jamaica should have built up long time, all them little...
Yeah, well, not built up, so...
Yeah.
Them have to start now.
Yeah,
so, you're not traffic and you use cell phone. I call my friend them to lock you up, you know.
No, man, we spot me there now. The amount of people around, only them did round. Them not in the rain, man. You don't know them not working in the rain.
Oh, rain a fall down, so a breeze and
a beer rain in half-age.
Yeah. All right.
You know?
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Yeah, man, blessing.
Man, call and tell them what we go in at school. Make me girls get corrupt in the night, you know?
Okay. All right.
And you look for out of April and over Camp Road, man.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. Give thanks.
All right, my boss. No, say no still, but you know, say me have to big up me local lane, you know?
Build it up now.
Yeah, man, big up your own John Collian, one dance son, Father Gaffy, big up yourself.
All right, sir.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, see, new beat, same Jamaican flavor. We just get this in the news. World Cup qualifier, Jamaica win 1, Dominican Republic 0. More in sports and live at 5:45. So that's Jamaica win 1 love. I don't know why them said 0 love. So you beat the man 1, you call it love. Anyway, here we go.
Along with the purple angry emoji. The text stated, the person will take out my $100,000 worth of jewelry at the Norman Manley International Airport. Before it go up on the plane, DM me and save yourself. Or call 876-448-2156. Limited time frame. The Eastside artist went on to outline that everybody on duty knows who was responsible for searching the bags. So don't make this hard. The St. Thomas dancehall artist took to social media only a few hours ago. For Entertainment Spotlight, I'm Courtney Mann.